I'm stripping, I'm taking my clothes off. I'm very confident in saying that, and people go, no, but you're not a stripper. I am, and you can't take that away from me. I've always had a love of dressing up, of putting on a show, of creating characters.
It's certainly what she does now is a combination of all of the things that she did when she was a child, putting on makeup, dressing up, performing. She would have 4 or 5 friends over and she'd have them all lined up, teaching them dance routines and choreography and setting them to music. So this has been happening since she was 3, 4, 5 years old.
She could probably have been an accountant, yeah, sure. You know, she was good at maths or she was good at this. You just don't do those things. I think you've got to do things that you like now. People have lots of careers. You don't just have one career over your life. I think you've got to try different things. Life's too short to be doing the one job like her mother did.
I started going along to burlesque shows and just loved the aesthetic. I loved the vibe, I loved the people. I really felt like I was kind of amongst my own. And from there, I just went, well, I need to do more of this. I need to be more a part of this. I started spending more time with the troupe and doing classes and trying to immerse myself in it.
I wasn't sure what to expect, and she did say to me, oh, you do know, Mum, that I go down to very few clothes and I have pasties. I'm going, uh-huh. So I had a group of girlfriends who'd known Perry, and I said, and one of her friends said, we're going to go along to the bakery and watch the first performance. They were all keen. And one of Perry's friends turned to me and said, aren't you just so proud of her, Mrs. Taylor? I went, yeah, it's just unusual that most mums aren't expecting their daughter to be taking her clothes off on stage. So yeah, I am. It just wasn't what I was expecting, but yeah, it was great.
It just feels really right. It feels like I'm being very true to me. It feels like a great culmination of my love of costume, of my love of performing, of my love of creating new things and being the centre of attention.
Ruby has really, she made a big splash when she started in burlesque. Not only has she got charisma on stage, personality off stage, but everything she brings to Ruby Slippers, everything she brings to her character is so true and so real. Her costumes as well is just another step. The fact that she makes all of her own costumes, as well as costumes for those in the burlesque scene, such as myself, she really just brought something new to the burlesque scene in Perth, which hadn't been seen for a while. It was so refreshing having her join our little community.
With anything where there are a lot of people who are passionate about something, you're going to come up against a lot of different opinions and a lot of different attitudes, which may not always be the same as my attitude.
We haven't had any negativity at all. If we did, I would just simply put it back to the work that goes into it, the many hours making costumes or dreaming up the acts, making the costumes, putting the choreography together, putting the music to it and coming up with an end result it's a lot of work. It's no different to, I'm sure, what a lot of people do on stage, whether you're singing or miming or acting in anything.
I support her because she's doing something she enjoys doing. There's a lot of people who are doing a job that they don't enjoy, and I don't think I have a lot of negative friends. So I think because we have such a positive approach to it.
Each routine that Ruby does, she definitely has a strong female lead. You know, it's her own production in each routine, and the lead character is always that dominant female role. She takes inspirations from the movie world, in the cartoon world, all that kind of stuff, and she brings them to life and she makes them a figure, and she really just shows that the feminine body is so powerful and what it can do. And I mean, you know, that's what burlesque is about.
She's very good at standing up for herself and making sure that people understand that people do have the right to say how they feel and think, not being rude, but she's very good at that, and she's a very strong person.
I choose to be on the stage. I choose to make my costumes exactly the way I want them. I choose to paint my face exactly the way I want to. No one else has told me that I need to do things a certain way. I'm doing them that way because that's what I want to show people, and that's what I want to put on the stage.
Right from the start, who stole
This
my
year,
heart?
with Ruby taking the crown as Miss Burlesque WA 2015, I was an emotional mess. I was so proud to see her up there. Everyone did such an amazing job. They really upped the game this year in Perth, and Ruby was no exception. She topped it all. She really did.
We got the phone call about 11 o'clock at night. Oh, we were over the moon. Absolutely. It's not her first attempt at it. It's all gone uphill from there.
This year, I really knuckled down and made sure I was ticking boxes, because it's not necessarily about, oh look, isn't that just a really pretty act, and that's lovely and she's a good person. It's about, did the act tick the box?
That I